Hey everybody! We know that you're extremely exhausted from the Comic-Con this weekend.
Absolutely tired.
Super tired.
Drained.
And
you have nothing left.
No money, no time, no friends, because you cut in line, you know, to get Picard's signature.
Because you're just a jerk like that.
You know. But it's Wednesday again, and we're back to our regular routine of comic books after the immense craziness of influx of comic books this weekend.
What's a more perfect cure for an overdose of comics? More comic books.
More comic books. It's like a hangover thing. You know, you drink more in the morning, and then more, and more. You just learn to live with the hangover.
More in the evening, more in the afternoon, more at night.
That's right. Drink. Yeah. Anyway.
Drink comics.
Drink comics. We've got some good drinking comics.
Out of DC this week, we've got issues 18 of Animal Man and Swamp Thing. This is finishing out the long epic saga of Rot World over in Swamp Thing.
7 months ago.
It's the final showdown between Swamp Thing and the Arcanes, and over in Animal Man is technically ants are animals. You know,
it's true.
You can channel an ant.
Can he? Yeah.
They're all part of the animal kingdom, Casey.
All right.
It's the kingdom.
It's the king. Excuse me. I'm not up in my genealogy.
And we've got Jeff Lemire's epilogue to the Red Kingdom, which was, of course, you know, there was the Red Kingdom, there was the Green Kingdom, and there was whatever was going on over in Frankenstein. But this sees a return to, I guess, sort of Animal Man's own storyline, now that it's done tying into Rot World. So that should be very, very exciting seeing what Jeff Lemire does with that.
Good.
And there's many, many tears to be shed over in Swamp Thing. And Yannick Paquette is also back on the art, which is amazing.
Yeah, Yannick Paquette's awesome. From Image Comics this week, with a nice big wraparound cover, is Lost Vegas, #1 by Jim McCann, Janet Leigh. They did Return of the Dapper Men for Archaia last year, I think, which was really, really great. And this is a story about a traveling space casino where once you bet it all and you lose it all, you become an indebted slave and you never escape. And this man here, well, you know, I don't really need to tell you how bad he lost it. But, needless to say, the man is in jail, and he's trying to pull off one last con here, one last escape that, you know, will not only bring him fame and fortune, but escape from his, you know, evil gangster casino masters. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. Janet Leigh has some really great kind of storybook quality to it. There's weird, like, lizard men and all sorts of strange, trippy...
She does the aliens very, very well.
Yeah,
deer
very
people?
well. Deer people, girl strippers with space helmets, all sorts of cool stuff. So yeah, really unique, interesting. Comes with 3 covers.
Ooh.
3.
How will you choose?
I don't know.
You won't. You'll just buy all of them.
Buy all 3.
And Marvel, we've got Winter Soldier #16. This is the 2nd issue of Jason LaTour and Nick Klein's run. They're, of course, picking up off of Ed Brubaker and his variety of artists.
Yes, his entourage.
Pretty much defining run of Winter Soldier. The guy took Bucky from being, you know, one of the 3 characters who's ever stayed dead, to being this super badass former Soviet cyborg soldier. And I gotta say, Jason LaTour and Nick Klein are definitely picking up the slack here.
Yeah.
They're doing a darn good job of it. I mean, just look at this cover. That's
That's
not even anyone that's working on the book.
No, it's just a badass cover. Awesome. Yeah, Nick Klein's doing his own color in this, which is coming out
really well. He worked on Dancer.
Yep, with Nathan Edmondson recently.
That was another really, actually pretty thematically similar, because Bucky deals with a lot of clones. Lots of people from the same program as him.
Yeah, you know, that's what happens when you're a Russian superweapon.
Oh, God.
Russians
love their clones.
They do. They do. Coming soon, the Russian clone saga in Spider-Man. Definitely. From Oni Press this week is Helheim, which is written by Sixth Gun writer Cullen Bunn, who also does a variety of Marvel projects such as Venom.
He's doing Fearless Defenders, which of course spun out of Fear Itself, the Fearless.
Yep. And Six Gun is definitely my favorite thing from him by far. He's teaming up with artist Joelle Jones here to bring you a gothic horror action story about Vikings, witchcraft, and this giant badass dude with an axe. Look at how big he is. He's going to chop you in half. And there's really, it's kind of got almost a Trad Moore vibe on this, where he's got these really kind of angular people, and it's kind of got this nice action to it. But yeah, it looks really fun. You know, I'm all about Vikings and skeleton people chopping heads off of Vikings.
You know how we feel about Vikings and uber violence.
Exactly. You know, it's a new #1. Oni Press has been doing a push to get more kind of comic books out, you know, because they only have so many that they do. And yeah, they're a really great publisher that we just don't see enough from. So yeah, Helheim #1, definitely check it out.
And out of DC, we've got their collection of the Shades miniseries. This was it 10 issues or 12?
12.
12-issue miniseries written by James Robinson, who of course took the Shade, who was kind of a not that big deal supervillain from the Golden Age.
Just like, you know,
he was a footnote in the DC universe.
Yeah, he messed around with the Flash and everybody forgot.
And he used him in his amazing Starman run in the 90s and turned him into one of the best anti-heroes who has ever graced the pages of DC Comics.
For sure.
And this is him basically just being allowed to write whatever stories he wants with him, and being accompanied on this journey by a host of fantastic artists. You've got 2 issues to start off by Cullen. You go straight into a one-shot story by Darwin Cook. You got Javier Pulido, Jill Thompson, Fraser Irving issues, Gene Ha.
Celestial Pharaoh by Fraser Irving.
Yeah, giant alien pharaoh light gods.
Yeah, do we need to say more?
And there's vampires. You love vampires, right? People love vampires.
Yeah, totally. Vampires are cool.
And it's all for $20.
Cheap. Cheap. Also, from Image Comics this week, with another fold-out cover, first issue collector's item of Sex. Joe Casey's Sex. Joe Casey and Peter Kowalski bring you the next generation of superhero books after Butcher Baker. You know, because I don't know if anything's going to top Butcher Baker.
It's its own generation.
It's its own generation. But basically, this guy who is a retired superhero comes back to the city that he once defended as a normal man. And it's kind of about what happens when, how a person evolves and what happens when the deck is stacked against you and what you do, you know, in a last-ditch decision with sex. You know, obviously this going to be a lot of adult themes. I mean, this is Joe Casey. I'm flipping through here and I'm already seeing like 8 naked women. You know, the lettering here looks really cool too. It's kind of this weird, almost Mobius. That's what it is. The lettering looks just like Mobius's lettering. They stole Mobius's lettering. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it is, yeah, you know. This is already out of print, already truly a collector's item. You know, buy 2 if you didn't get a chance to get one of the, you know, special covers at Emerald City Comic Con. But yeah, Joe Casey, very good.
And also out of DC here, issue 18 of Green Arrow. This is the 2nd issue of Jeff Lemire's run on the title. He is, well, with issue 17, he kind of blew everything up. Everything that came before it in Green Arrow kind of just got torn to the ground and shot in the face and stomped all over and set on fire. And this is him rebuilding. It's gonna be a rough journey for Oliver Queen, but I think that he's in good hands here. The art in this is also really cool. It's pulling a heavy Jock vibe here, which really,
seriously heavy.
If there's anyone to rip off from that no one's really doing it from at this point, Jock is good. It's not like he's doing any superhero books right now.
He's doing Snapshot #2, which also comes out this week.
Buy it.
Buy it. Yeah. And the 4th issue of the monstrously popular, always selling pony, I don't know, extravaganza thing that is My Little Pony. There's more, you know. This has got, kind of looking like vampire ponies. That looks like a vampire pony.
I don't know. It kind of looks like it's made of chocolate, too. But
chocolate vampire ponies? I'm not really sure. But, I mean, it's the ponies, and there's more of it. And it's cute little turtles that bring you cupcakes, you know. I mean, we had to put it in.
They made us.
They made us. The ponies, you know, we got no choice.
And IDW brings you this beautiful tome, this collection of everybody loves Tank Girl. Because everybody does love Tank
They
Girl.
do.
This is written by Alan Martin, of course, one half of the duo that brought you Tank Girl to begin with, and drawn by the man, the myth, the legend, Jim Mahfood.
We love Jim Mahfood.
The funkiest artist drawing comics
for a white man. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The funkiest white dude drawing comics right now. He is pulling some of the funnest Tank Girl comics since Hewlett, like, drew this stuff.
No,
it's
there
hasn't been
Tank
anything
Girl.
close to this.
You know, I mean, he infuses music into his work, where just he gives you little like tracks for each issue or each story.
He does. Even
you know,
even for the little like paper zine sketchbooks that he printed out, he had suggested listening.
Yeah, you know,
guy's awesome.
No, it's brilliant. Anything by Jim Mahfood is phenomenal, and you know,
as the back of the book says, all you need is Tank Girl.
You can't get Jamie Hewlett. You go
for the food.
For the food one, if you will. Also from Oni Press this week. This is kind of 2 whole books from Oni Press.
Ooh, yeah.
After 6 years, I know most of you probably don't remember it came out, but this is Last Call, Volume 2, finally, by Vasilis Lolos, one of like the 3 Greek people doing comic books right now. This came out around the same time as Black Metal. It's got a very similar kind of vibe, but this is great indie, kind of music-inspired comics about 2 kids who steal away from their house one night to go on an adventure, and they get these, they end up stumbling upon this kind of supernatural train, and they sneak aboard and realize that it's like a ghost train. And they are trying to basically avoid the ticket man, who is this kind of burly dude with a monocle on the back, and the first one, the 2 kids get separated, and this starts after the 5-year gap that the last one cliffhangered on. So in real time, we have gone the 5-year gap, and finally it is here. But this is great for fans of like Brandon Graham, Corey Lewis, Chuck Beebe. If you've been into their stuff, this is really, really great. Vasilis Lolos just doesn't put out enough stuff these days. He did a Northlanders issue recently, and some other stuff. But
he did a bit of Conan.
A bit of Conan. That Conan was awesome. That's a good call. Yeah, after Becky Cloonan and James Herron. But yeah, $13, really great.
Really great, spooky fun. It has just a great mood to it.
It does.
The atmosphere of at least the first volume. I haven't personally taken a look at that.
Yeah.
But it's unbelievable.
No, it's really, really fun, and yeah, definitely support Greek art.
They could use it.
Yeah, they could use it.
Right, and here we've got DC has finally reprinted Gotham by Gaslight, which was a Mike Mignola drawn Elseworlds series. It was just a one-shot, I believe.
Yeah, it was just like a prestige.
Did he also do that Doom that came to Gotham?
He wrote that.
He wrote that.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Troy Nixie did the art for that, but that was
I don't know why they didn't include that in this, but it's also got Batman Master of the Future in it, which is not drawn by Mike Mignola, unfortunately. But you do get one half of this book, solid Mike Mignola art, before he started only drawing statues and shadows.
It's true.
There are people with whole faces and limbs and detail.
It's like proto-steampunk Batman. Before steampunk was like a thing, you had this.
He fights Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know, but like beyond what we've told you already.
Yeah. And I think that wraps it up for this week. Yeah, if you guys... Oh, wait.
Finish it off with a new feature here.
Ooh. We're going to be choosing a cover of the week based purely on, well, the cover and how much it grabs you.
Mostly our opinions, though.
Yeah,
because they're better than yours.
That's right, obviously. I mean, that's why we're on this side of the computer, obviously. So this week, Dial H, number 10, from Brian Boland, who we talked about before.
He's Brian Boland.
He's Brian Boland.
No one has been more prolific as far as cover art goes.
But look at this. That is a Bloodhound friggin' jetpack and a guy's body with a big Dial H bling. This guy is blinging Dial H. I mean, holy crap. I would buy this comic. You should buy this comic just based on the cover. Rip it off. Put it on your wall. I don't know. Let that dog stare at you. That dog's gonna stare at you.
That's a terrifying
dog. Totally. So yeah, we're going to leave you with that image of the dog to just resonate in
Just
your mind.
pierce into your soul.
Until
make
next
you feel
week.
bad.
That's right. When we come back, and we're gonna Photoshop those dogs' heads on both of us. Thanks, guys. See you next week.